Bonjour tout le monde. Hello everyone from Ottawa, unceded Algonquin territory. Thank you, Mary, for all your outstanding work as Minister of Small Business, Export Promotion and International Trade. It's great to be joined today by members of our own team and leaders within banks and organizations from across the country. I know you're all committed to addressing structural barriers faced by Black entrepreneurs and business owners, so thank you for being here this morning. But before I get into why we're here today, I want to talk about the heartbreaking news that 215 children were found buried at the former Kamloops Residential School. 215 children. Think of their loving families that they were ripped away from. Think of the communities that never saw them again. Think of their hopes, their dreams, their potential, of all they would have accomplished, all they would have become. All of that was taken away. These were children who deserved to be happy. Most of all, they deserved to be safe. As a dad, I can't imagine what it would feel like to have my kids taken away from me. And as Prime Minister, I am appalled by the shameful policy that stole Indigenous children from their communities. Our thoughts are with Te Kamloops Te Secwépemc First Nation and with all Indigenous communities across Canada. Sadly, this is not an exception or an isolated incident. We're not going to hide from that. We have to acknowledge the truth. Residential schools were a reality, a tragedy that existed here in our country, and we have to own up to it. Kids were taken from their families, returned damaged, or not returned at all, with no explanations until this week. People are hurting, and we must be there for survivors. Later this afternoon, I'll be talking directly with Ministers Bennett, Miller, and Vandal, and with all ministers about the next and further things we need to do to support survivors and the community. We promised concrete action, and that's how we'll support survivors, families, and Indigenous peoples. Pour honorer les 215 enfants qui ont perdu la vie à l'ancien pensionnat de Kamloops, ainsi que les survivants des pensionnats et leurs familles, les drapeaux des édifices fédéraux seront en berne jusqu'à nouvel ordre. C'est important de faire de la sensibilisation et de l'éducation à propos de ce chapitre sombre de l'histoire de notre pays. L'héritage tragique des pensionnats est encore présent aujourd'hui et notre gouvernement va continuer d'être là pour soutenir avec des actions concrètes les survivants, leurs familles et leurs communautés partout au pays. And now I want to talk about today's announcement. Lately, we've been focusing a lot on building back better. Today, we're here to take yet another step in making that stronger, more equal future a reality for all Canadians. Whether it's the business organizations I met last year with Greg, or people like Fahie, who I spoke with Marcy, about his growing coffee business, I've seen firsthand how hard you, as Black entrepreneurs, work and how much you do to create jobs and lift communities up. I've also heard you when you talk about the challenges you face too. And this includes accessing loans and capital from financial institutions. For far too long, Black Canadians have faced systemic barriers when it comes to starting or growing a business. That's why the Black Entrepreneurship Loan Fund launches today. This $291 million fund will allow Black entrepreneurs and business owners to access loans from $25,000 to $250,000. Today's announcement builds on the work we've already started through the first ever Black Entrepreneurship Program we announced last fall, a program that includes investments in everything from mentorship to financial planning. To Black entrepreneurs and business owners in Canada, our government has heard you, and we're working with you. Because we know that to rebuild an economy that works for everyone, we must break down the barriers you face to create real economic inclusion. On sait que les entrepreneurs des communautés noires ont le talent et les idées nécessaires pour aller loin, Aujourd'hui, avec le Fonds de prêt pour l'entrepreneuriat des communautés noires, on veut vous fournir encore plus d'outils pour réussir. Pour bâtir un pays qui fonctionne pour tout le monde, il faut s'assurer que notre économie soit inclusive. À ce sujet, j'aimerais remercier la Fédération africaine-canadienne de l'économie ainsi que les institutions financières qui travaillent en partenariat avec le gouvernement fédéral pour ce fonds. Avec vous, on va permettre à plus de gens d'avoir une chance égale de faire croître leur entreprise et de réaliser leurs rêves. Already, Black entrepreneurs and business owners contribute so much to our community and our economy. I think of the Black business owners I've met who talk not just about building their own future, but about giving back to those around them. With the right tools and support, these entrepreneurs will be able to create even more good jobs and even more opportunities for people across the country. Supporting Black businesses with long-term solutions is an important step forward to build the Canada we want, with a strong economy where everyone has a real and fair chance at success. L'annonce d'aujourd'hui est un pas dans la bonne direction, mais on sait qu'il reste beaucoup de travail à faire. On sait aussi que la pandémie a affecté la communauté noire de manière disproportionnée. Pendant qu'on combat le racisme systémique que vivent les Canadiens noirs dans le monde des affaires, on doit aussi continuer à travailler pour éliminer les inégalités ailleurs, par exemple dans le système de santé ou le système de justice. Plus que jamais, alors qu'on rebâtit notre économie, notre gouvernement va continuer d'être là pour s'assurer que la voix de tout le monde soit entendue. Merci